Kcal News Mornings.
Well, we want to welcome the newest member of Kcal News Mornings. Hello, Paul Deanno.
We've been waiting for you for so long. It's so great to have you here.
Yeah, this is one of those moments that I probably will never forget, because being in this industry, this station and this market is like where you want to be.
Yeah,
and I think we're live on television right now.
We are.
It's actually happening.
And we want you here, so that's
awesome.
great.
Yes. That's even better.
Welcome.
And you came from Chicago. How's the weather there?
Previously worked in Chicago. I didn't check this morning. I'm 99.9% sure it's not going to be as beautiful as it is here.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about some weather, because snow, no. Teens, no. Okay, we'll talk about the sunny and warm. Let's go.
That sounds good.
All right, we've got some weather headlines to talk about, which are sunshine. More of it. You had it yesterday. You will have it today. More sunshine. 6 in a row. What does that mean? We're going to have our 6th consecutive warmer than average day. Believe it or not, it's the first time we've done that this year. And a big weekend change. That streak is going to end, so please enjoy today. 77 degrees in Van Nuys, Ontario 74, Laguna Beach 66, Los Angeles 73. Just some fair weather clouds passing over Southern California today. How about a 20-degree temperature drop? We have that in the full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes. Over to Kalina and traffic.
Hey, Paul. So excited you're here. Thank you so much. God, you're a pro. Oh, he's falling down over there. Too bad we can't take a shot of that one. We'll talk to Paul again in just a second, but we're so excited he's here. It's long overdue. So welcome to the team.
And let's check in with Paul now. We're excited to see you too. It's your first day and you're bringing us lots of warm weather and sunshine, the GOAT.
I've scored 0 points in the NBA. You know what's really cool about LeBron is that could there have been a player more hyped at the beginning of his career?
No.
And he lived up to or exceeded every expectation that was had on him. And now he's the king of all time when it comes to scoring. We have a number I want to show you. It's not 38,000 like LeBron's points. It is 6. Today will be our 6th straight day warmer than average. Now, that sounds like it would be something that's pretty common. It's the first time it's happened this year, and the longest stretch we have had since, remember Christmas week, it hit 84 degrees on Christmas. That's the last time that we were that warm, warmer than average, for that long. It is 46 degrees with sunshine building in Santa Monica, relative humidity 61%. The winds are not a big deal. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for the Inland Empire. 50s this morning. Look at this jump between 9 and 10 o'clock. Maybe you're going out for that jog. The jog starts in the 50s, ends at 63 degrees. And you'll be 70 degrees by lunchtime. One thing you may notice if you're outside this morning, a lack of wind. Yesterday, the winds were gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. We did have a wind advisory. We do not have any advisories this morning. And the winds in many locations, including downtown and also in Burbank, there is no wind. The wind is currently calm. We're looking toward the weekend, and yeah, the 70s, even the 80s are gone. Look at your weekend. If you're planning to be outside on Saturday, you might need a jacket. There's a chance of showers. We're going to go from 80 down to 62 degrees. Let's talk about how we're going to get there. Today, just some fair weather clouds moving across southern Nevada and southeastern California. You see a storm over my shoulder. 2 things are going to happen here. One, we have a building ridge of high pressure. That's going to give us what we call an offshore wind. And when the wind comes off of land, as opposed to the chilly Pacific Ocean, we get kind of warm. And we're going to see temperatures very warm tomorrow, pushing 80 degrees before a storm arrives. So tomorrow, warm for all of Southern California, the warmest day of the year. Rain moves into Northern California, San Francisco Bay, San Jose getting some showers. This weekend, we also have a chance of showers before that moves out, but then much cooler air will begin to move in. So what you can expect, mainly sunny skies for the rest of the week. The warmest day of the year is coming up tomorrow. That just sets the stage for a much cooler weekend. Look at the 82 in the metro tomorrow, and then 62 on Saturday. In the valleys, a similar story, 81 on Thursday, down to 60 on Saturday. And the Inland Empire, 50s on Saturday with a chance of showers. That's your forecast. Now traffic with Kalina.
Hey, Paul, we were talking about LeBron James. How tall are you? Because he's 6'9". I think you've got
6'4".
He's 6'4". Okay, so you could have played basketball in high school. You could have been our LeBron James.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Can you
Congratulations.
feel the energy in here this morning?
Yes, that's the reason why. That's why we have so much energy.
Oh, hey, New guy.
We're so nice to have
that
you.
you're here.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And how cool was it when LeBron did that last night? Did you see him warm ups? He was practicing a hook shot.
Yes.
There was the thought
You
that
knew.
maybe he was going to try the Kareem hook shot
Oh, yeah.
as the shot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad he didn't,
Yeah,
because if
me
he
too.
missed, then
It would
that
have
just
been-
lives
yeah,
forever.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
LeBron, you did good.
So no more freezing rain and sleet for you and freezing temperatures for weeks on end?
Moved to weeks, 6 months.
Months, yeah.
Chicago,
Months.
you get weather like today. Just so you know, if you live in Southern California, this weather, which is normal in February, will be normal there by about the second week of
I
summer.
feel your pain.
Yeah, Chicago
for
is
about,
there.
She
and for
was
about
there.
2 weeks. Right?
Yeah. So we are very blessed here with a good forecast. And just so you know, it's going to be between now and June, and I'm going to take a header there. I'm just going to call it. We can go back and use this video when I do fall eventually. Here we go. Next 2 days. Look at this. 73 degrees today, 5 degrees above normal. This will be the first time this year that we hit 80 degrees. That is coming up tomorrow. 80 degrees in and around the metro area. Pick your region today. Everyone looking good. The mountains even up to a high of 51. The valleys in the mid to upper 70s. Sunshine across the board. It will not be this nice this weekend. Markedly cooler. We'll talk about that coming up in a couple minutes. Right now, Kalina and traffic.
Thanks, Paul.
It is sunny and warm, and Paul is joining us. It's going to be a beautiful day here in the Southland, Paul.
Kind of already thinking about lunch, and yeah, grab your favorite outdoor table because it's going to be one of those days where the weather is just perfect. It's not going to be hot. It's not going to be cold. We'll lose that chill over the next hour or so. So your weather headlines for today: more sunshine. Plan on mainly sunny skies. Tomorrow, not today, but tomorrow, if you're looking forward to tomorrow already, it will be the warmest day of the calendar year. I know it's only February, but go with it. A high of 80 degrees. It's not going to be in the 80s over the weekend. We have a big weekend change coming up, especially on Saturday, with a high in the low 60s. Some of you not even hitting 60 degrees. Downtown Los Angeles right now, it is sunny. It is 52 degrees, and the wind, there is no wind to speak of out there. No wind advisories, not even in our mountain passes or in our typically windier spots. This afternoon, 73 downtown, 74 in Ontario, San Bernardino, 73, the mountains in the upper 40s around Big Bear, Laguna Beach, 67 degrees. But the weekend, chance of a couple showers on Saturday, high of only 62, which is still pretty close to average, but a big change from what we've had recently. Just some fair weather clouds. Maybe you saw a beautiful sunset last night, enhanced by that cirrus cloud cover passing overhead. We have a ridge of high pressure building in, so we got to talk about why we're going to be in the 80s tomorrow. The ridge will be to our north. We will get that offshore wind coming out of southeastern California, not coming from the ocean, bumping our temperatures up to 80 degrees. But there is a storm coming. We get the warm weather tomorrow. Northern California gets to see the storm first. We may even see some showers, perhaps even some mountain snowfall above 5,000 feet over the weekend. But the big story is once that front pushes through, we're going to get chilly and stay chilly. Chilly for us, at least. 82 degrees in the metro tomorrow, but 62 on Saturday and staying in the 60s into next week. For the beaches, beautiful day tomorrow and Friday. Will be in the low 70s, but markedly cooler for the weekend. The high desert in the 60s, but dropping to the 50s with a chance of showers on Saturday. And in the mountains, look at Saturday's high, only 39 degrees with showers likely. That's your forecast. Now traffic with Kalina.
Hey, Paul, thank you.
Yeah, right.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Just having a bunch of side little conversations here. It's no big deal. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, February 8th. I'm Jamie Yukis.
I'm Rudy Shabasi. Thanks for waking up with us here on Kcal News Mornings and streaming on kcalnews.com. And we have Kalina Estrinos.
Good morning.
And a new
Studio with
face.
us, and a new face, Paul Deanno. Welcome.
Thank
welcome
you so
to
much.
The team.
We're so happy to be
have
here.
you.
And I think in the
Everybody
commercial
clap.
break,
Yeah. Clap for
Thank you.
Paul,
A round of
everybody.
applause.
I think in the commercial break, we actually solved a couple wars around the world and planned a wedding. So we
much
did
what's
that. It's
happening.
amazing
Yeah.
what you can do in
Yeah.
90 seconds. Yeah. And this is the LeBron James edition of your forecast today. Born in Akron, Ohio, he first played in Cleveland. Partly sunny skies, 43 degrees there today. Of course, he had to stop. He took his talents to South Beach. Miami, sunshine 78, and he is going to finish his career, we hope, in Los Angeles. Our high today, 73 degrees with sunshine. Much warmer weather coming up, the warmest of the year. We'll talk about it on the other side of the commercial break.
Let's go to Paul Deanno to
Can't
save
help
us
himself.
from this situation.
I think
Hi,
I saw
Paul.
a guy yesterday with a mustache similar.
On Ventura Boulevard?
Yeah, most likely yes. Most likely yes. So we are talking about the number of the day. It's 6. Today will be our 6th straight day warmer than average. You would think we've done that often, but it was a very cold, very wet January. So the first time this year we're running a streak this long. Tomorrow will be 7. Friday will be 8. We're not going to hit day number 9. This is the longest stretch since, remember, Christmas. We hit the 80s for a couple days in and around Christmas. Well, we're going to be in the 80s tomorrow and run this streak to 8 straight days warmer than average. Santa Monica, 53 degrees, lots of sunshine right now. What you'll notice if you go outside this morning, a lack of wind. The wind was breezy to gusty yesterday. We had a wind advisory. We do not have that right now. Camarillo, 10-mile-per-hour wind. Burbank, only 5. Notice where the wind is coming from. It's coming from the mountains. It's coming from land. It's an offshore wind, and that is part of the reason why temperatures will be mild to warm today and the warmest day of the year coming up tomorrow. Last night's sunset was fantastic because of some cirrus cloud cover that is now over northern Arizona out towards Scottsdale. That's moving away from us. What's moving toward us is this area of low pressure. It will get here this weekend, but often right before a storm gets here, we get some of our warmest weather. This ridge of high pressure is building into the north, giving us the offshore flow. The offshore flow will be even stronger tomorrow, bumping us up into the low 80s. And then the storm comes, and we're going to go from the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, some of you even down to the 50s. So Futurecast for tomorrow, we're looking at a lack of cloud cover, mainly sunny skies, and the warmest day of the year. Friday, it's Northern California first, likely getting rainfall and cooler weather. For us, it's going to be Saturday. Not a widespread rain event. After January, we have to qualify every storm. It's not going to be like that. We're not expecting flooding, but there could be some showers and even some mountain snowfall above 5,000 feet. When that clears, we'll get the sunshine back, but it is going to be markedly cooler. Looking out long range, I don't see anything over the next 2 weeks after Friday that even gets us back to average, which will be close to 70 degrees. So a lot of sunshine for the rest of the week. If you like the warm weather, get out the next couple days. The warmest day of the year is coming up tomorrow. By the weekend, we are markedly cooler, a chance of showers, but once we get chilly, we're likely going to stay chilly. Now, chilly for us is different than chilly for the rest of the country, but we'll be below average. 82 degrees in the metro tomorrow, but only 60s over the weekend. For the valleys, looking at a high of 81. Maybe you're having a Super Bowl party on Sunday. It'll be a little cooler outside, upper 60s, low 70s. And Inland Empire, a chance of showers on Saturday after 3 beautiful days. Today, tomorrow, and Friday. Highs will be in the 70s, but only the 50s Saturday afternoon. That is your forecast. Back to you.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Let's check in now with Paul Deanno for our next weather. And Paul, we can't say it enough. Welcome to the team.
Thank
and you
you.
Brought amazing weather with you.
If only every day could be like this, which I'm told in Southern California we get more often than many locations. Today is going to be perfect. More sunshine topping your weather headlines. Today is going to be the 6th warmer than average day in a row. It's the longest streak we've had this year. It's not going to stay that way. So enjoy the weather while we have it, because it's going to be sunny and warm for the next 3 days, including today and tomorrow. 73 degrees today. That 80 tomorrow will be the warmest day of the calendar year. We're going to be nowhere close to that this weekend. There is a series of fronts coming that's going to get us kind of chilly. We'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes. Right now, we are talking traffic with Kalina. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
It's also important to know just how beautiful it's going to be outside today. Some fair weather cloud cover, beautiful view from Mount Wilson. 70s today, 80s tomorrow. So much colder this weekend and into next week. We're going to be below average for a long time. We'll talk about the transition, how long it lasts, coming up in a few short minutes.
You know what I'm glad we're bringing back?
What?
Paul Deanno. He's
Yes.
a new face with us, but he's been doing a great
I'm
job
glad I'm
this
not
morning.
gone already. It's been like an hour and a half.
Well, you're doing a great job. And you brought great weather, so we'll
weather's
keep you
doing a
around.
great
Every
job.
time we see you, we're going to keep welcoming you all day today.
Yeah.
You
That
have
sounds,
like 10
that
more
sounds
hits.
great. I would love that. Love to keep sharing this weather with you. Well, maybe today's weather, tomorrow's weather, Friday's weather. Saturday, not so much. A lot of us are busy during the week, and you want to get outside on the weekend. You can, maybe with an umbrella on Saturday. I've added a shower chance to our forecast. I was just looking at some computer models, the most recent stuff. It's looking a little bit wetter, especially Saturday evening. So if you have dinner reservations on Saturday, it may be rainy, and both days over the weekend will be so much cooler than what we're going to enjoy over the next couple days. 55 right now. We're getting warmer in Santa Monica. Relative humidity 47%. The big thing is almost no wind out there. We had wind advisories yesterday. We do not today. The wind will get a little bit breezy this afternoon, but nothing too significant. Your high temperatures today in Burbank, 74, Victorville, 65, Temecula, 74 degrees, Ontario, 73. All of these running about 5, 6, or 7 degrees warmer than average. We get it for the next couple days. During the week, kids are at school, we're at work, and then over the weekend we have some changes coming. So today, nothing but under the influence of a big ridge of high pressure that will get closer to us. And tomorrow is going to be not only the warmest day of the week, the warmest day of the year. I know it's only February. It'll be our first 80-degree day as that offshore wind, not coming from the ocean, the opposite of that, will move in. But this storm that's due west of Seattle and Portland, that's heading our way, and it will get here this weekend. And even though we're not going to get that much rainfall, nothing like what we saw in late December and early January, we're going to get about 3 or 4 or 5 different storms continuing to reinforce cooler air. So if this is your thing, 70s and 80s, enjoy it today, tomorrow, and Friday because it's going away. Friday it goes away in Northern California, San Francisco getting some rainfall. This is the updated computer models, and I'm adding a rain chance in for all of Southern California Saturday night and Sunday morning. That clears out and we will dry out, but now the cooler air is here. It's coming from the Gulf of Alaska. It moderates a lot by the time it makes it to Southern California, but nowhere close to what we're going to enjoy the next couple days. So sunshine, next few days, yes. Warmest day of the year, tomorrow, much cooler this weekend with that small shower chance. Now to your extended forecasts. Metro area as warm as 82 degrees tomorrow, and then 62 on Saturday. In the valleys, upper 70s today, low 80s tomorrow, only 60 on Saturday. And I talked about not much rainfall, the best rain chance is Saturday evening. But in the high desert, a high of only 55 degrees on Saturday. So the warmest weather for likely the next 2 weeks is what we get over the next few days. That's your forecast. Back to you.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Fernando is getting all the little quips in behind the scenes. Our Steadicam operator saying, be happy. We're happy. It's 9 o'clock this morning, and most people should be happy today. Gorgeous outside. Looks like traffic's moving along right there.
Don't jinx it.
Just
saying.
In that one shot of roadway for 1/4 of a mile.
Exactly.
For all of LA.
Yeah, in all of LA. Well, you're watching Kcal News Mornings at 9. Today is Wednesday, February the 8th. I'm Jamie Yukas.
I'm Rudabeh Shabasi. Thanks for joining us. And Paul Deanno, welcome to the
Our
team
new
once
addition.
again. How many times can I say it? And Kalina here also
Hi.
in studio
Let's
with
focus
us.
on Paul. He's new. How you feeling? How you doing?
This, you guys just do such a great job. I've been watching online for the past couple months since we knew we were moving here, and just happy to be part of the team. So
Well, we're not
you guys are
Paul.
pros.
So we're nothing without you.
Thank you.
That's what I
I
said.
think we all said we're happy you're here at the same exact time.
Yeah.
That
Jinx.
is awesome. It helps when it's sunny and 73. If I was sitting here
Yeah,
talking about
sure.
another storm, then maybe the opinion might be a little different.
Nah.
But it's going to be one of those fantastic days. I'm doing the double step here. We're looking at 73 degrees with sunshine today, 80 degrees with sunshine tomorrow. 80 in February. Yeah, that's the warmest day we've had so far this year, but we do have some changes coming. We are looking at temperatures. I like the higher part of the chart rather than the lower part of the chart. 80s on Thursday. We're barely going to hit 60 degrees coming up on Saturday. So we have a cold front. It's the first of like 5 that are coming our way over the next couple weeks. So we'll talk more about those fronts if we have a chance of rain in addition to that. But right now we're talking traffic, hopefully more stretches of road where there aren't many problems, Kalina.
No, that's not the case, Paul. But thank you for putting that energy out there. I'll take it.
73 degrees today for a high, but the number of the day is 6. Why is 6 the weather number of the day? Because today is going to be the 6th straight day with temperatures warmer than average. That's the longest stretch we've had all year long. January was really cold, about 4 degrees below average. The last time we had a streak of warm weather this long, Christmas week. Remember, Christmas was 84 degrees. We're going to be in the 80s coming up tomorrow, but then a big change coming up for the weekend. We want traffic to change because Kalina, you keep talking about accident. I feel like there should be like an espresso machine or something.
You know,
here.
I wish I have some hand sanitizer I can hand you if you want that.
I'm not ordering that, so no, thank you.
I want to focus on
I'd
your
rather
height
have a
too, by
latte,
the way.
but,
He's
yeah.
6'4". Look at how tall this man is next to me. Just FYI. Hi, welcome
You
to
can
the team.
stand on
We're so
this.
happy you're here.
Thank you.
Let's see. I think we have some breaking news we need to get to, don't we?
No, I think we're going to welcome Paul Deanno. That's breaker.
Oh, that's the breaking.
Look
It
at
is
him
breaking
breaking
news.
right now.
Breaking news, sunny
big,
again.
6'4".
Actually, that's kind of standard course for the day and for the week. But yes, we are talking about some weather changes coming up. Warmer and then much colder. Beautiful view outside. We've got the sunshine plan on it continuing throughout the day. That's one weather headline. Tomorrow's going to be the warmest day of the year. Warmest day of 2023, the first time we're going to hit the 80s, and then some changes we have to talk about for the weekend. It will be markedly cooler. Right now, beautiful. 61 degrees, humidity 35%, and the wind is calm. That's a change for you. Yesterday was breezy to windy. No wind advisories today. Wind speeds almost non-existent. Look at this. In and around downtown Los Angeles, 0 miles per hour. Sometimes it's what's happening weather-wise today. This is a headline of what's not happening. It is not windy. Van Nuys, only a 3-mile-per-hour wind and only 5 at the beach in Oceanside. So the changes are coming, but we get 3 more beautiful days between now and then. We have a strong ridge of high pressure, which is building to our north. That will enhance or strengthen those offshore winds this afternoon and especially tomorrow. That's why temperatures bump up to the low 80s. And then we have a storm coming in, which will take the 80s and shave 20 degrees off of that. Upper 50s, low 60s as soon as Saturday. Warm weather today. Northern California gets the storm first. It will push all the way to Southern California. Latest computer models do say we're likely to see some rainfall. Some showers are possible Saturday evening and Saturday night. When this front clears, it is the first of 5 different fronts that will come through, and each one will keep pushing in some cooler air. So after the 70s are gone, after Friday, we're not going to get back above about 72 for like the next week or two after Friday. So enjoy the next 3 days. Metro area, 70s and low 80s. The valleys, 70s and low 80s. But look for those showers over the weekend. The high desert, highs only in the 50s on Saturday with rain showers. That's your forecast.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Paul?
That's a tough one. First day, I'm going to keep my foot out of my mouth if I can. So I'm just going to talk about this stuff. 73 degrees today. Why not talk about it? Let's talk about it more. Okay. Thursday, 7 degrees warmer than today. So think about how nice it's going to be when you're outside today, even if it's just for a few minutes for a coffee break. It's going to be 7 degrees warmer tomorrow. Change is coming, but not until the weekend. 76 in Santa Clarita today. Santa Ana, 72. Oceanside, 68. Even Big Bear pushing 50 degrees. Camarillo, 73. Now the weekend. Reality. 62 on Saturday. And I've added the chance of rainfall Saturday evening, Saturday night. Pretty strong front coming through. It's not going to be a flooding event, nothing like what we saw several weeks ago. But this ridge, which will give us the warm weather, will move out. And what's going to move in is a parade of storms that's going to keep us below normal temperature-wise more often than not for like a week or two once we get finished with Friday. So the warm weather moves out. Rain in Northern California on Friday, Saturday night and Sunday, a rain chance here, and markedly cooler weather for the upcoming weekend. That's your forecast.
Kcal 9 is now Kcal News.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.
Got your phone handy? Of course you do. Scan this right here. Download the CBS LA app. And just like that, you're connected to all the best local news and videos. Now, if only everything were this easy.